Hello, today's video we have the following content.
Songyun was drunk on the set. Why did she interact closely with Wang Kai? What is the heartwarming story behind it? In the busy life of the crew, the occasional true temperament can always become a bright spot and attract attention. Recently, Songyun's accidental drunkenness on the set not only showed us another side of her that was different from the screen, but also became a topic of discussion among netizens because of her close interaction with Wang Kai. According to reports, after the filming ended the day, Songyun may have been too involved in the role and accidentally drank too much on the set, showing a rare drunken state. The most hilarious thing is that when she saw Wang Kai from the same crew, the effect of alcohol made her forget her usual reserve and took the initiative to hug and kiss him. This scene happened to be captured by the staff and became a good story circulated within the crew. The reason why this interesting story of true feelings after drinking can cause such a big response is, on the one hand, because Songyun usually leaves the audience with a gentle and intellectual image. And this drunken performance undoubtedly added a bit of truth and cuteness to her, allowing people to see her more three-dimensional and multifaceted personality. In the eyes of many people, stars should not show their fragile and true side. However, Songyun's actions made us realize that stars also have ordinary people's emotions and reactions. Her drunkenness not only makes people feel her relaxation and humor, but also brings a sense of intimacy to the audience. Such friendly interactions allow us to see the warmth between the two and the deep friendship hidden outside the role. The embodiment of deep friendship, on the other hand, the interaction between Songyun and Wang Kai also makes people feel the deep friendship and tacit understanding between the two. In the crew, the feelings between the actors often gradually sublimate at work. The interaction between Songyun and Wang Kai is a vivid embodiment of this friendship. Every collaboration on the set is a collision of hearts, and every mutual support is a recognition and trust of each other. On and off the screen, this deep friendship allows the two actors to better interpret the roles and bring more real and moving emotions to the audience. Such a warm story makes their cooperation more enjoyable and adds a lot to the series. In today's era of highly transparent information, the audience's expectations of stars are no longer just their talent and beauty, but also their character and inner qualities. Real moments like Songyun have become one of the pillars of her charm, making her more approachable in people's hearts. Looking forward to more wonderful performances. This funny incident of Songyun being drunk on the set not only allows us to see her true nature, but also allows us to feel the richness and diversity of the crew life and the deep friendship between the actors. Such stories have indeed added more highlights and topics to the series, and made people look forward to their wonderful performances in the series. It seems to be a simple scene, but behind it is a story full of warmth. Such moments have enhanced the atmosphere of the entire crew, allowing everyone to enjoy a sense of relaxation and happiness after busy filming. In the fast-paced entertainment industry, Songyun's drunken incident not only shows her human side, but also injects vitality and warmth into the entire crew. This kind of truth and simplicity makes us feel another life of the actors, which is a simple and beautiful way of getting along. In the future, we look forward to Songyun continuing to bring more wonderful performances to the audience on the screen, and we also look forward to more similar warm and real behind-the-scenes stories, so that we can see the real life of stars behind the halo. Family members, today we are going to dig up the most heart-wrenching contrast cute queen in the entertainment industry, Songyun. This girl can play the love scene so sweetly in front of the camera, but in reality, she is as timid as a cat whose tail is stepped on when dealing with feelings. This kind of 180-degree turn in and out of the play is even more exciting than the palace fighting scenes in The Legend of Zhenhuan. Songyun's eyes are simply grown for love, and they are watery and look like they can cast a spell. In Under the Jinyi, when she was acting opposite Ren Jilan, she could make the Jinyi adults blush with a turn of her eyes. There was a scene where Yuan Jingshi secretly peeked at Lu Yi practicing swordplay, and the director behind the monitor was dumbfounded. How can this be called peeking? This look is like a laser scanner, it's almost burning holes in people's clothes. The most amazing one is the kiss scene with Wang Kai on the airport tarmac in Walking into the Wind. The ambiguous relationship of more than 30 episodes exploded into fireworks here. Songyun's reluctance to accept Chen Xiao made the audience stamp their feet collectively. This is not a pilot, it's clearly a maglev train bound for spring. Some netizens dug out the filming footage and found that her ears were red after the kiss scene, but she turned into an ostrich in seconds when the call for cut, squatting on the ground, covering her face and muttering, "I'm going to die." Who would have thought that this girl who is full of skills in flirting with men in the crew is a professional soloist in private? When Hee Jae-young urged her to get married in the Longing for Life, she panicked so much that she cut the kitchen knife crookedly. My focus is on my career now. Later, it was revealed that her phone screensaver was all emoticons of getting out of poverty is more important than getting out of being single, and her fans burst out laughing. "Sister, are you trying to become an immortal?" What's even more outrageous is that last year, it was rumored that she was secretly married to a senior executive of Wanda. The studio's statement to refute the rumor was as good as a short essay. Songyun is still single now. Can you please stop delaying her from finding a partner? As a result, paparazzi photographed her on the Hengdian set. After work, she was holding the script and chatting with the prop tree. Why is love so difficult? This girl's ability to get into the role in 3 seconds on the crew is nothing short of metaphysical. In Homeward Journey, she and Jingboran acted out a reunion, and her tears came so fast that the script supervisor cried. But when the director called for a stop, she immediately took out her phone to browse Taobao, and discussed with her assistant which snail noodle shop was delicious, which made the male lead speechless. Your emotional switching is faster than 5G. The funniest thing was that when filming The Sword in the Brocade, Zhang Hanlian was ready to confess his love, but he found that she was wearing cotton pants under her robe, and he was so angry that he stamped his feet. 11th lady, you have taken more measures to keep warm in the palace fighting drama. 4. The happy planet of the Lone Ranger don't think that Tan Songyun is a coward in her relationship, but she is very successful as a single person. A paparazzi followed her for 3 months and found that this sister's daily routine is lifting weights at 6 o'clock in the morning, holding a ukulele concert on the crew during afternoon tea time, and taking time to get a diving certificate in the evening. Fans were shocked. Is this to gather all the skills of land, sea and air to summon a dragon? During the epidemic, he unlocked his baking skills at home, and the fondant cakes he made were so exquisite that professional chefs were ashamed. Once he gave homemade cookies to his co-actors, and they were so scared that they didn't dare to eat them. Is this a pastry chef who ran away from Michelin? This is not only an interpretation of the role, but also an understanding of life under the spotlight. Stars are always glamorous and seem to be far away from ordinary people. However, in today's era of highly transparent information, the audience's expectations of stars are no longer limited to talent and appearance, but more concerned about their character and true inner self. Those inadvertent moments in life have become the most touching moments of stars. For example, Tan Songyun has always been loved by the audience because of her sincere, cute and down-to-earth personality. Her fans Pinecones even spontaneously formed a marriage-urging alliance and analyzed her and her co-actors' horoscopes in the super chat every day. Not long ago, I saw the Reuters photos of her and Sukai filming a new drama. Everyone actually photoshopped the wedding invitation and joked, "We have moved the Civil Affairs Bureau with crowdfunding. Please get married directly on the spot." Isn't this enthusiasm and love derived from the recognition and love of her true nature? Stars are just like us. They can laugh, cry, worry about the little things in life, and be moved by true feelings. These real emotions allow people to see their side as ordinary people and also bring them closer to each other. It is this authenticity and kindness that constitutes the most attractive part of stars. When they take off their halos, they are still warm and sincere. We also gain courage in this resonance and move forward formally. Under the spotlight, stars are always glamorous and beautiful, as if they are far away from ordinary people. However, in today's era of highly transparent information, the audience's expectations of stars are no longer limited to talent and appearance, but more concerned about their character and true inner self. Tan Songyun is such an example. Her naturalness and kindness in life make her fans Pinecones love her so much. Not only did they spontaneously form a marriage-urging alliance, but they also analyzed her and her partner's horoscopes every day in the super chat. Recently, she and Sukai collaborated on a new drama. A fan joked, "We have moved the Civil Affairs Bureau with crowdfunding. Please get married directly on the spot." This enthusiasm comes from everyone's deep recognition of her true nature. And behind this contrasting cute personality, there are actually deeper emotions. According to psychological experts, Tan Songyun experienced the death of her mother in her childhood. This early trauma made her full of desire for intimacy, but also a little defensive and uneasy. As she once said in an interview, "Love is like skydiving. You have to find someone who can share a parachute with you." This simple sentence reveals her longing and caution for love. Stars are like us, with joys and sorrows, and they will also experience loss and growth. It is this real emotional resonance that brings them closer to the audience. The sincerity under the halo is the most touching charm. Now Tan Songyun, holding the ratings queen trophy in her left hand and the thermos cup of the single noble in her right hand, continues to write her legend under the starlight of Hangdi, and perhaps it is just like her line in Please Call Me Director, the best love is to become your own domineering president. This girl has proved with her strength that even without a prince, she can wear crystal shoes as combat boots.
Thank you for watching the video. If this is your first time watching a video, please subscribe to the channel, like and leave your comments to help us develop your channel.